Did bring the outside coat. Coach Waddell, good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Hope you got your meal ticket.
Yes, sir.
Got that for a little bit later. How you feeling today? I know you've been through a lot lately.
I'm feeling good. Getting my strength back, getting a little healthy. Feeling good. Today was the first day that I sat in on a practice.
That felt good to get back in the gym and watching the guys, yeah?
It felt good. It lifts my spirit a little bit more. And I enjoyed watching the guys. I've been around the guys today as I watched them in practice.
Tell us what you had done, because you had some serious surgery a few days back.
Yeah, well, around Thanksgiving, I found out that I had a kidney stone. And went to the emergency room, and they done a CAT scan, and discovered that I had a tumor mass on my adrenal gland, which is located above your kidneys. And it was about the size of a baseball.
That big?
It was that big.
Wow. Someone speaks about a tumor, they think about the pinto bean size tumor. The size of a baseball?
The size of a baseball.
Wow, that's a big tumor inside there.
It was big. And
were you feeling pain down there?
I felt a bit of discomfort, but it wasn't enough to make me realize anything was wrong.
That thing is huge.
And Dr. Manning was my physician. And he done a wonderful job.
Was he able to go in and get it all out?
Went in and got it all out. I had my surgery on January the 13th, and it was a 3-hour procedure.
Right.
He went in microscopic with a robot, and went in and got it all out, and was wanting to send me home the next day, Thursday.
Almost like an outpatient.
Yeah, and I was like, let me sit here a little bit longer. So I came home that Friday the 15th when our guys played Page. And it was burning me up that I couldn't be at the game. So I had the cheerleader coach.
That was the night that
Raymond
scored 46.
Yeah, had 46 points that night. And I had the cheerleading coach call me on FaceTime, and I watched the entire game.
Wow.
At home on the phone, and it was killing me that I wasn't there.
Watching that game on the cell phone.
Watching the game on the cell phone.
Wow.
And,
that was a big win because Smith beat Page, Page beat Dudley, Dudley beat Grimsley, Grimsley beat Smith. It just goes on and on.
Goes on, and Dudley had a scare last night, I saw.
They did.
And
2-point game in overtime against Southeast Guilford of all people.
Yes, and we knew, all the coaches knew coming in this year to the conference that it'd be up for grabs. Everyone had to come and play, and if you didn't come to play, anybody could get beat on any given night.
And the girls kind of like that too. I mean, you got the Dudley girls, Southeast girls, Page girls, and Smith girls are showing some improvement behind the Jacksons.
Yes.
DJ Jackson, Symphony Jackson picking up the pace over there.
Yes, they're doing real good. Symphony is an incoming freshman. She's taking the bumps and growing as the season's going on. And DJ's a sophomore. She's doing a tremendous job and showing some leadership as well.
And McCulloch doing well inside still too.
Yes, she is. Destiny's playing good as well for our girls program. Just looking forward to a good night tomorrow.
Big night tomorrow night. You got Dudley at Smith. This is what you guys dream of every year. This is the big one right here. And there's no threat of any crazy weather, so you know you're going to get this game in.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a big game. Tremendous atmosphere. The kids know each other. A lot of them play summer ball together. I coach a lot of them during the summer. Of course, the coaching staffs know each other real well. We all coach together under Coach Price. Kenneth Ferguson, one of the sisters at Dudley, is like my brother. My mom called him her son.
Wow.
I'm in his wedding this summer.
Wow.
So we just have a good time.
It's a big family.
Yeah.
Do you split up sides and go at it?
Go at it. 2 days out of the year, we're not friends. At least for 12 hours.
Right.
But after the game, we chat, we go sit down together and have dinner afterwards to talk about the game. So, it's friendly camaraderie.
What about the loss last night to Grimsley? How much does that hurt the Smith team? And how hard is it going to be to bounce back after that? Because you'd love to have a win going into the game tomorrow against Dudley, but now you got to go in with a loss. Does that motivate you some, even though you did lose?
It motivates. We entered the game last night missing 2 key players that hurt us tremendously.
Cheeks and Shaquise, huh?
Shaquise and Tyrese Cheek. You're missing about a total combined of about 16 points there. And just another kid that has court time experience with Pratt. And that hurt us a little bit, but, the guys learned from the mistake that they had to endure.
And they're back tomorrow
And
night?
they're back tomorrow night. So we'll be at full strength tomorrow night, and just looking forward to a great matchup.
Should be a great battle. I mean, we talked to Josh Hawkins earlier. He said you got to really be concerned about Pratt because Pratt can score. When he gets hot and gets started, he's a tough man to slow down. But you think about Dudley, from Dudley's standpoint, they got quite a few weapons, right?
They have a great team. Starting with Josh. Josh is a great kid. You know, I love the kid. Well-manageable kid. He's a threat to worry about. He's a great shooter.
He's quite a scorer, isn't he?
Yeah, you have to know where you're at on the court at all times.
He can nail that three-pointer.
He can nail it. Breon Seagraves is another great shooter for Dudley.
Player.
Hendon Hooker is another great athlete.
He can do a lot of things.
He can do a lot of things, and I love him to death.
Hooker can rebound a lot now, too. He's dropping down around the rim or grabbing some key rebounds.
Yes, he is, and I give him a hard time because it's my younger cousin.
He's your cousin?
Yes,
Wow.
his father and my
family.
father are cousins, and I give him a hard time about you can't beat me.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a good thing.
It's
you
a
know?
fun challenge for him, too, to come in and try to win
fun
that thing.
challenge.
Yeah, for both teams.
And it's great for the community. You know, the kids enjoy it, the coaches enjoy it, and we got to get this win. You know,
it's a big one.
It's a big one. I seen one of the kids during football season, and he said, "Coach, we got to get y'all this year." And I looked at him. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Coach, I haven't beaten y'all since I've been at Dudley."
Wow.
And I said, "You know what? I hope you can't beat us this year."
How many wins do you have over those guys now?
Let's see.
And that's in games played at Smith, right?
Games, period. Last year we won both of them. We won at Dudley and won at Smith last year. Mm-hmm. The year before that we split. Mm-hmm. And a year before that we split. So it's been pretty good. It's
so
been
you
a
need
good
that
battle.
one tomorrow night to get the split this year, right?
We need to do this one tomorrow to get the split.
Wow.
And like I say, it's a lot of fun.
Good basketball.
Yeah, great basketball. Mm-hmm. You know, and the one thing that's gonna hurt me is I can't do no coaching tomorrow.
Will you sit behind the bench or will you be over by the door? You were both places last night.
I'ma sit by the door. I'm gonna sit over there with the athletic director and the trainer.
That keeps you away from the team.
Keep me away.
You won't do something you shouldn't do. Get involved, huh?
Keeps me away.
For Smith to be a contender, or even be a state contender, what has to happen over there for you guys?
I think we have to continue to grow. You know, Raymond Pratt's the only starter that we returned from last year. So we have 4 new guys that's trying to learn the role.
You got to build these classes,
Got to
right?
build them. You know, we're starting 3 sophomores, 1 junior, and Pratt's the only senior. Mm-hmm. You know, Jacob Crutchfield is coming along. He's taking some bumps as a sophomore point guard. But we knew that coming into the season.
Game last night.
Had a good game, and we knew that coming into the season that we was going to have to depend on him and take the bumps with him to better prepare him for next season. And Jalen
you need like a group, maybe a senior class of 4 players, a junior class of 3 players, sophomore class maybe 5 players. Those larger classes, groups of guys that come through there together, right?
Correct. You know, we graduated a big class of seniors last year. We graduated 6 seniors last year.
And those guys still playing college ball?
Yes, Aaron Simpson's playing at Olney College in Illinois.
Remember him pretty well.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
playing
here last year with us.
Yeah, he sure was. And Kendrick Lowe is playing at Livingstone College.
Kendrick's a good big man.
Yes, and the other guys are attending 4-year colleges.
Not bad at all.
Not bad. So it says a lot.
That's what you want.
And it's good, you know, that these young men are going on to further their education.
You lost the one to Dudley. You went about, you get the split. That's what you're looking for, I know. Got to get that split tomorrow night.
Got to get that split tomorrow night. That keep us in a position for a chance to, you know, be tied for first place again. You know, it's jumbled up at the top.
Dudley's got the 4-1.
Dudley's 4-1. Grimsley's 4-1.
Grimsley's right there with him.
And we have to make up a game with Southern Alamance that we missed last week because of the weather.
You guys are right about 2-2 in that range.
We are. Let's see, 3-2.
3-2. 1 over 500, right?
Yes. 3-2.
So you got your Page is coming back around now too.
We have Page coming back around next Friday at Smith.
At Smith next Friday night. Going back a little bit, when you were coaching at Dudley, What do you remember about Smith? Back when you were at Dudley, what did you think about Smith back in those days?
Oh, I couldn't stand Smith back in them days.
Wow, interesting.
Like I said, I graduated from Dudley and played sports at Dudley, and never thought that I'd be coaching at my rival high school. But I've taken it in. It's grown on me this is my 4th year there, so it's grown on me.
It's almost like going to college in your senior year.
I'm in my senior year, and they've welcomed myself and Coach Partee with open arms over there. They've treated us like family, and we enjoy the kids.
Sometimes it seems like it's a little tough for Smith to catch a break. How do you make those breaks?
Just keep pushing. You keep building. You don't put all your eggs in one basket, and just keep moving and grooming the kids that you have there with you.
Think about catching those breaks. Some of the biggest basketball names in your mind that ever come out of Smith High School. Who are some names over at Smith people still talk about from the years gone by?
Oh man, Marvin Webster.
Yeah, absolutely.
James McAdoo.
Bob McAdoo.
They talk about Bob McAdoo and Marvin Webster. Those are the names that they harp on the most. And Tracy Gathens.
Tracy, I got him written down. What about Jeremy Clayton?
Jeremy Clayton and Quentin Goods, which is helping us coach this year. Was
he there last night?
He came in last night. He's been a great asset to our ball club. Working with our post players, with Jalen Gainey and the freshman that we have in.
The big man.
Yes. Najee McClendon had a brain freeze. Yes, he's going to be good within his own rights.
So we mentioned McAdoo, Webster, Clayton, Goods, some good names from the past, and Tracy Gathens too.
Yes, and Eric Ebron.
Yeah, we forgot about Eric. Yeah, and even JJ, although he was only there 1 year.
Oh, JJ Watson. Yes.
Still love JJ.
Yes, JJ's my guy. I love him to death, and I talked with him last week. He called me and see how I was doing. We usually try to talk about 2 or 3 times a week, and sometimes he forget that we're in a 3-hour difference by him being in California.
Just give you a call.
He'll call me. It'd be 1 o'clock in the morning. Coach, JJ, I'm asleep. Oh, I'm sorry, Coach, but he's doing wonderful out there.
He's averaging 20-plus points.
He's averaging 20-plus points out there at St. Bosco's in California. He had a big game the other night against Mater Dei. Fouled out with 22 points, I believe, and had a chance of knocking Mater Dei off.
Yeah. What about the top 5 players to ever come out of Dudley? Top 5.
Top 5
at
players.
Smith. Top 5 at Dudley.
I'm going to go with Vincent Witt.
Okay.
P.J. Hairston.
Got those 2 on my list.
Eric Hicks.
Okay.
Freddie Barnes.
Freddie was a good one.
And let's go with William Graves.
I got him down as a 5.
You said 5?
Yeah, 5. Yeah,
5.
I got some
Kevin Swinton's another one.
Some other names I put Lou Hudson on there.
Lou Hudson.
Going back, and Curly Neal.
I can't forget about them guys.
And even Haywood.
Brendan.
Since he did well in the pros.
Yeah, see, it's a lot more guys.
Yeah, it is a lot of names. I even put Coach Everett James on there.
Yes.
Coach James needs a shout out.
Coach James coached me in football and basketball at
He's a good one. I like to see him as a football coach. It would have been interesting there.
Yeah, he coached middle linebackers.
The linebackers?
Yes.
You were middle linebacker?
No, I played offensive tackle, but he plays linebacker.
I got you, coach of tackles. Most exciting game you've ever been around. We would call this the best basketball day in your life. You remember that day? Best basketball day in your life?
Best basketball day of my life. My senior year at Dudley High School, we played Oak Hill Academy. And Carmelo Anthony was a sophomore. DeJounte Diop was a senior. Rashad Caruth, Justin Gray. Oak Hill was the #1 team in the country that year and came in and played at Dudley. We took them in overtime and lost at the buzzer. And had a chance of knocking off the #1 team in the country that year. No one gave us a chance to even be close with these guys. And we had a chance to get them.
Who were your top players at Dudley that time around?
Eric Hicks was a sophomore. Dominique Brown was a senior. Ricky Lewis, Stephen Senier.
Big Steven, yeah.
Who else? Mike Hayes was a sophomore.
Mike was a scorer, yeah.
Ryan Brown.
A lot of talent.
A lot of talent, yeah. We're real good.
What about looking at the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl? Win or lose for them, and do they win by a lot?
Carolina Panthers is my favorite team. I'm a big Cam Newton fan. I love what he's doing for the Charlotte community. I was watching the game Sunday and got excited and moved the way I shouldn't have moved.
Like your surgery.
And I said, oh, a little sharp pain came through. And I was texting one of my friends. I was like, oh, I made a funny move. They're like, you need to sit down and
take it easy.
I'm like, I'm sitting down watching the game, but I want Carolina to win, and I'm predicting them to win. And I would say the score 31-17.
They win by at least 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah. What about the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA playoffs? Got P.J. Harrison playing a lot now, scored 20 points, 10 rebounds in that win back on Saturday. Held Carmelo Anthony to 10 points on defense. They beat the Knicks. What about the Hornets in the playoffs?
The Hornets got a good shot of making the playoffs, I believe, if they stay healthy. You know, they go as Kemba Walker goes. Mm-hmm. You know, Kemba Walker has a good game. You know, the rest of the teams feed off of him. I was very proud of PJ having 20 points, 10 rebounds in a big game in his career high.
Nice, yeah.
You know, and I hope
playing forward too.
Playing forward,
yeah.
And I hope that's a launching pad for.
So he keeps it coming, keeps it going.
Yes, for future success.
What about who wins the Metro if Smith doesn't take it? Who takes the Metro this year?
Oh man, that's a tough one. Honestly, I don't know. You know, it's so level. It's a level playing field. But you would have to say if you're looking at rosters, you would have to say Dudley because they returned everybody from last year.
And they got a good five. They got some depth, right?
Yeah, they have some depth. And they're the most experienced ball club in the conference.
If Gilmore gets going, that's going to be a bigger plus to them too. He hasn't really got going all that much quite yet, but he's picking up some steam.
Yes.
If Gilmore gets going, Demantis Gilmore.
Yes, I think with Dudley, a lot of those guys will finally get that football rust off of them.
Mm-hmm. It took a while.
And they're starting to get into the swing of things and coming together. Like I said, when Dudley's clicking on all cylinders, they're a tough ball club to beat. They're so athletic.
Who's the best coach you ever had over the course of time? The man you learned the most from?
David Price.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. He's between him and Coach Chuck Hayes. Those two I say I've learned the most from because Coach Hayes was my first coach, and Coach Price I learned so much under him when I first got into coaching. He introduced me to coaching.
Was Chuck Hayes the same Chuck Hayes that was the running back coach over at Grimsley for a while?
Yes.
Gotcha, yeah. He's been in the community for a long time.
Yes, and I've just learned so much. And when I have questions, you know, I can call Coach Price, you know, and he give me different scenarios.
If we're going to call Coach Price tonight, going to call him today, where will we find him at right now, you think?
Let's see, what time is it? 7:55. Coach Price liable to be on the road, going home from helping his nephew coach
up at Michael's,
or he's probably at a ball game. There's no telling with him.
He'll be at a ball game or something with a ball game somewhere.
Yes, there's no telling with Coach Price.
Now, where are his sons both coaching at now? Are they both coaching?
Jermaine is coaching up in Virginia, Northern Virginia area, Tyson's Corner area, at some high school. Mm-hmm. And Damien is helping Coach Price and his cousin Michael. Yes.
Gotcha. When you look at tomorrow night's game at Smith, what kind of predictions do you have as far as the crowd? I think that place will be overflow tomorrow night?
Oh, it's going to be a sellout. I advise anybody to come to get there early. You know, we have a 9th grade game which starts at 4:30, followed by the varsity girls and the varsity boys. But I advise anyone that's going to come to the game to get there early. You know, it's going to be a packed house. It's going to be a great atmosphere. And people are going to get their money's worth. It's going to be a great ball game.
And you, in your opinion, if you walk out of there tomorrow night, you've got to walk out of there with a win, right?
Got to walk out with a win.
Walk out of there tomorrow night.
That's the only way I can walk out of there tonight. Mm-hmm. Tonight, tomorrow night, you got to walk out with a win.
Got to get the victory. And what's your health rehab process right now to keep getting better and keep getting completely well?
Yes, I had a follow-up appointment this morning with the doctor, and everything is fine. You know, he told me that I could start conditioning. It's all on how my body feels. You know, he said he's giving me free range to do what I need to do, but he said listen to your body and just take it in moderations. Don't try to do everything all at once.
Gotcha.
So, like I said, I'm just watching.
You won't be back directly with the team, but
no.
You will be within view range.
I will be at the game, but gotcha. I would not be on the bench coaching, but I will be there watching and supporting my guys.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming in. You made it happen.
Thank you.
Appreciate your help. And be sure you get your meal before you leave. If you need to take it with you, you can. Whatever you need to do, take care of yourself, too.
Thank you, sir.
Baseball-sized tumor. You've come a long way.
Yes, sir.
Keep up. Thank you, Coach Waddell.
Thank you.
Coach Clarence Waddell, Shane's Rib Shack for a Thursday. And he has been rehab.